Alright guys, what's up? So last week we went over the Toriando passing, shin on shin Toriando. I just want to let you all know, like in the future too, and these two current videos, I'm putting them in a playlist tab so you all can find it easier. So this video and last week's is already there. It'll be in the loose passing tab. Next week will be in the half guard because we're doing chest half guard passing. So just trying to give you all a little bit better interface to find what specific stuff you want to see, and hopefully that helps you guys. This week doing responses from camping. So we're going to start in the camping position. First thing we're going to look at is doing camping to north-south. So my partner here, I'm already in the camping position. So I'm going to look to do this if maybe I just can't get past this leg. I've been here for a couple minutes already and nothing's going on. So I'm going to look to move towards north-south. So I have that grip from last week right here on the hip. This one on the knee, head on the shoulder. She's facing me. I'm going to look to take my left hand here and just put it next to her head. And then my right hand is just going to come right next to her hip. And then I'm just going to look to move and then sink down into my north-south pin. So we'll show it from a couple of different angles because like my hands are on different sides so you can see where both go exactly. This one might be a little bit easier to see the hand by the hip. So I'm here in my camping. My left hand is just going to go right by her head. We do this hand first because we don't want her throwing this top leg back in front to frame me out. If I do this hand first, there's nothing stopping her. I'm just taking this over, and then now I'm definitely not getting the north-south. So it's important that this is the last grip you let go. This one isn't as important. She can strip this grip, and I can just hang out here for as long as I want. So we're going to look to go ahead and face me, start framing me out. Look to take our left hand over the head. Then our right hand is just going to slide down by her hip. And then now we can just start shuffling sort of north-south. Then go ahead and drop into your pin. So go ahead and turn so I can show them from this side too so they can see both grips. So she's facing me, I got my camping. Left hand right here by the head. Right hand just slides down by the hip. And then just walk yourself to north-south. And then drop into your pin. So now we're going to look at doing just a basic knee cut here. This is good if your opponent's giving you issues with the bottom leg. They're starting to hook around your leg, but they're kind of shallow, so they don't get all the way up behind your knee. They just kind of hook behind your ankle a little. So if here I'm in the camping, she hooks kind of shallow, so I still have the option to knee cut. Because she's framing me away, I'm almost always going to have this underhook. So I'm just going to look to grab the trap here with my underhook and then just drop my knee right down here next to her ribs. And then now from here, it's kind of your choice. If you like to do where you grab the tricep and slide through for like the baseball slide, you can do that. Or my preferred method is a head and arm, just for the sake of like moving the mount. I don't like to stick in side control too much, so I'll just take a cross face here, and then you can kick this out, and then now you're ready to start going into mount because you already have a good head and arm on this side. And this arm is shelved up. That'll be another video, but just kind of basic mount, like taking the mount. You want this arm shelved up so you can just easily step over without any issue here. So I'll show it again on this side and then we'll swap. We're in the camping. She managed to get my leg. She's gonna look to grab the underhook, knee cut down here, and then whichever option you want of getting yourself into a side control pin. Go ahead and turn around just so you can see this side here. So we're here, grab the underhook here, knee comes down, go ahead and get my head and arm pin, and then you can just, if your leg is still stuck, you can just kind of kick her bottom leg to the side and then just take your side control pin. We're gonna look at if your opponent is smart and starts to wrap up the bottom leg higher up. So to kind of, similar to like a reverse De La Riva hook, to kind of prevent me from just knee cutting past their guard. So we're back here. She gets higher up. I mean, I guess it's not impossible. You could try to blast knee cut, but realistically, that's not the best option from here. It's not the most efficient. So we're gonna look to do a high step. I'm gonna take this outside leg, and I'm just gonna come in and pinch my knees together. So without her legs in between, I just have them pinched together. I'm just gonna hold here for a second. So we're here, I'm gonna pinch my knees together, left hand on the shoulder here. We wanna keep her pinned. We don't want her to start turning into us. That's not good. So keep her pinned. My right hand, you'll see when we go to the other side, just goes right on her knee, because again, we don't want her throwing her leg over here and starting to tie us up. So we need to keep her back on the mat and this leg monitored. And then we're just gonna look to take this leg on the inside and step it up and then bring it behind. We're gonna stay here for just a second. This is not like, you don't wanna stay here for a while because you could jack your knee up or they just spaz into you. So for the sake of showing it, I'm pausing here, but realistically you step and then bring this leg back and then move, transfer your grip from the knee to the hip, and then now we're in that north-south position I just showed at the beginning, and you can start sinking in for a north-south pin. So I'll show again on this side. Let's actually face a little front so they can see. So we're in the camping here. She's got it high up here, kind of like a reverse De La Riva hook. I'm gonna look to step in and pinch my knees together, hand on the shoulder or hand on the chest. This hand here right on her knee. I'm gonna step this leg out, kick it around. I'm gonna cross my feet here and immediately take this one back over her head. And then now I can drop into my north-south pin. And then we'll do it from this side just so you can see the different hand configurations. So here, I'm gonna look to step this in, pin. Now you can see pin, I'm just holding this here. I'm gonna high step this one out, kick it around, cross my feet, and then come out here. This one comes off and just slides right down by the hip. And then you can start settling into your north-south position. So now we're gonna look at moving to chest half guard. So maybe you don't wanna do any of this stuff. You prefer just to pass from chest to chest. Maybe your high steps aren't working. You've tried a couple and you just can't get a good pin. So same thing here, we're in the camping. She's got it high. Maybe I don't want a high step. So we have the inside position here, so it's fairly easy to go to chest half guard. We're just gonna make sure this leg is above her knee. I don't wanna have it back here and then try to settle down without covering, because then she'll just bring her shield back in. So when I do this, I just need to make sure that my leg is somewhere above her knee. So when I go to settle down, I collect this bottom leg here, and then I can just start moving myself down into my chest to chest position. And now she can't get her knee shield in because I'm covering the bottom knee and I got my whole body on her at this point. So again, we're here camping. Right now, as you can see, my knee is kind of behind her knee, just for base when I'm doing the initial camping. So I need to make sure I bring it above. So when I go to settle down, I get the exposure I need to prevent her from just getting her knee shield back in. Now that I'm over the leg, you can just swisher your foot underneath, collect the bottom leg, and then just start settling into the top here. And then now you're ready for your chest to chest half guard passing.